Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have your own love reading, and this is what are their true intentions in love. And we're using our signature cards right here, Capricorn. And yeah, they came yesterday. I feel like they're really nice here, right? And so we have new love coming at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. So maybe you have new love coming. Right on, right? I feel like in this particular reading, though, you're thinking about somebody that you already know. Yeah, for sure, Capricorn. And we just saw maturity here. It's at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that's part of the theme here. I feel like you want somebody to kind of grow up. I feel like you do, and yeah. So we have the Knight of Swords in the past showing up here. The Tower is showing up right here. This is yeah. Let's see. We're gonna see what that is because these people are a little different here. What's on your mind is the Queen of Cups. I feel like you want this person to most likely like get up and stop doing what they're doing and come and be with you. That's really how it sounds here, Capricorn. And that's okay, right? You only live once, right? So I totally get it. Here she is drinking. She's going to drink. She's dancing here. The Queen of Cups is usually, sitting in her throne, kind of looking, I don't know, kind of empty-faced a little bit. But here she is. This might be a water sign, but I don't feel like it is so much. We have all these majors here. One, two. We have three majors and two core cards. But I feel like you have the Knight of Swords in the past. And so let's see here. And you have the Tower. And let's see if we can find these cards because this we got the little Chinese stuff here too. It's in Chinese too, right? We can't understand Mandarin or Cantonese. No, we can't, you guys. And so, okay. And this is, what's on your mind here is you kind of want somebody to break out of their shell or just be spontaneous, kind of brave. That's really what you want. I think it's on your mind. And over here, the Chariot, he's standing outside the Chariot because, he doesn't have a lot of fear here. And the Lion fell asleep, Capricorn. So you had this card last time. I've used this twice now. And so, you can't, if the lion's asleep, how can there be any courage, right? There's something in this reading about not just courage, it has to do with maturity as well. Yeah, it does. So let's see if we can find the Knight of Swords here. Yeah, this is kind of a trip how they get this all in this little book here. I can't, yeah. Okay, so we have the Tower as well. Let's see, their Knight of Swords, even their original, because they have an original and a double, they're different. The Knight of Swords is gallantly running out as if he is going to cut the enemies at any moment. He cannot look around precisely because he is charging so fast. This means that he should be careful not to only take unilateral actions that he does not care about others in interpersonal relationships. Yeah, this talks about in the past here, maybe you felt like your person didn't care about your relationship, but I feel like there's some other type of situation going on here. Let's see what else it has to say. There could be. The Knight of Swords is free, active, bold, and has great acting power, like a red feather on his helmet. But he lacks a soft and delicate attitude. On the other hand, he makes a rush if he thinks he is right and sets a goal, and this is very contrasted with other passive people. I just feel like you want this person kind of, maybe this is you, but it looks like you kind of want somebody here to kind of be this person, right? Who like can make kind of a spontaneous decision. Yeah, to be free and bold. Yeah. I feel like that's okay. So let's see. Somebody's too careful here. That's the problem. That's how it looks here. Or you're seeing it that way. So let's see what else we have. And you have the Tower, Capricorn. And again, you had it last time. Yeah. Yeah. And so you had, I feel like you had something unexpected happen to you, or you heard something unexpected from this person, maybe from their mouth or about them. But I feel like you did most likely here. This talks about a lack of power, this Tower. And it talks about people becoming more mature. Yeah, there's a maturity element in this reading here, and there's some spontaneity that you want your person to. I feel like you want them to kind of grow up and be spontaneous and make a decision and just do what they need to do here. I feel like that's it. So let's see what we have here. Uh, for Capricorn, in their person, for Capricorn in their person. They never got over you, you see? And you know that. That's the whole thing. Like, you know that this person is still thinking about you. Let's see what we have. I'm pretty sure you do. And invitations and dating. Now, that could be separate. You might be going out, Capricorn, because, you're so cute, right? You could be dating. But this person never got over you. And at the bottom of the deck was a new love coming in. So maybe you have a new love coming in, too. That's awesome, right? People have been asking me about that. I'm like, oh my goodness, right? Let's see what this rune, this is Dagaz, and this is the light of day. This is about illumination. And it's about success. It's just like the sun, mostly, even though there is another rune here that is the sun, pretty much. Success, understanding, popularity. You might be like, I feel like you are seeking understanding with this person, or you want them to understand the situation, looks like here. For maybe what it really is, or understand that they haven't been mature, maybe. Happiness, good news, yeah. But Dagaz talks about this has been a very difficult journey thus far. And I feel like it has for you, because here's the Tower, and you have the Knight of Swords next to it. So you went through a tower with this person. You did. And this talks about self-esteem. Yeah, and so your person, I feel like, is lacking some self-esteem, and that you feel like has really affected either this relationship or maybe them being with you at all. It's a possibility, but Dagaz is like, it also speaks of illumination, so maybe this person will wake up, and I feel like that's what you are kind of hoping in this reading, that they're going to wake up and mature and man up and be spontaneous. Like, quit sitting around and, just dreaming about me, right? And here they are dreaming about you. They never got over you. Yeah, blippity blips. So let's see what else we got for Capricorn. Let's see what we have. Let's use this deck. Show me what we have for Capricorn. Oh, and Capricorn, in the challenge is the Justice card. And so this Justice card, well, I'm getting like distracted today, huh? This Justice card, it's this cold I have. This Justice card is, it talks about somebody who could be making a decision or a judgment or judging something just based on one thing alone, instead of seeing the big picture. And this is in your challenge. So you might think that, well, they're not going to come, or they're not going to man up maybe because of this one particular thing. Maybe that's a person. Maybe it's, I'm not sure. It could be many things. Maybe in your challenge you have to look at this in a different way. You have to maybe judge it differently. Maybe you have to kind of see them for possibly not being as strong as you, or something like that, or for seeing them maybe that they have been on some type of a real tough road. And the road to illumination is not an easy one. No, it's not. The road to an awakening. No, that's why even when you tell people about what's going on, and then and then one day they wake up, they go, I had somebody call me and go, you were right about all this stuff. Yeah, I was talking to my mom about it, and blah blah blah, and yeah, and they went on and on. But at the time, I was considered a conspiracy theorist or a nut, maybe, but I don't really care. But I'm just saying. And, truth, I don't know if it was Carl Jung, but a famous philosopher or psychologist said that truth has 3 elements. In the beginning, people will ignore it. They might call you a liar. The second step is it has something to do with maybe partially accepting it. And the third step is to really understand it's an awakening, like you were right. Yeah. And that's what has happened over history. right? They tell you, what? You're stupid, you're crazy. Well, that's never going to happen, and then it happens. So, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Here you are, and you have a peacock with you. This Queen of Pentacles, it talks about somebody who is, I feel like somebody who is, let's see, have a look here. It's way different than the other Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you look real cute, though, Capricorn. You do. Whether or not you have long hair or not, or, yeah. See, we'll see what it says here. Excuse me. Let's see what we have. Yeah, here it is. Okay, and this is the other version. This is why I'm kind of looking at this. This is a new deck, and there's 2 of each card in this deck. Yeah, which is interesting. Okay, what does it say? It says, oh, there's somebody lying down here. And they're like begging the queen, and she's like, what do you want? Get off my, you're a peasant, kind of, right? And so, but what this is about is you're hoping that somebody won't feel sorry for somebody. That's what you're hoping, Capricorn. You are. Because you know they never got over you. I think you know that. I don't feel like you're with them. No. You could be, maybe you're dating at the same time. Like, so it's like making you kind of help, forget about this person a little bit. So let's see what it says here. Yeah, lower than the peacock, there seems to be a person lying face down in front of the queen. And it seems to be urgent. Lower than the peacock, he brings his hands to the queen's feet and asks for mercy. Yeah, the peacock is even higher than the man who's begging. Let me see, where's that man? What? Oh, what? Oh, this is the regular queen. Sorry, you guys. It's really hard to tell because they look almost the same. Okay, the queen sits with a benevolent look, like a kind look on her face, looking down at the pentacle. They are full of purple flowers. They can't spell right here, blooming around her, and a white peacock stands out in front of her. I didn't know they had white peacocks. Her merciful expression and relaxed posture represent her tendency to pursue a stable life. This is all you want. You want to pursue a stable life, Capricorn. That's what you want. I mean, that's all about, that's very Capricornian. It is. It's very earthy. Her merciful expression and relaxed posture represent her tendency. Okay. The queen is looking down at the gold pentacle, and it looks like she does not know where to use it. Even though she possesses everything in her eyes, in others' eyes, she may still think about something that does not satisfy her. I feel like you want your person to leave something behind here that is not satisfying them. And I feel like you might feel unsatisfied without them, right? If you're thinking about them and you're not really with them. I feel like you want somebody to wake up to that. Yeah, you want your person to wake up. We have the Chariot, Capricorn, in the fear and the doubt. Let's see. And that Chariot, as I said earlier, we have, he's standing outside the Chariot. He's too afraid to get in. And he can't move the Chariot because the lion fell asleep here. But really what it means kind of is that there's either no courage, or you could be fearing that this person will be blocked to come to you on some level, or they may not have the courage. Because you want something stable, and you're doubting that you want this with them, but you're kind of doubting that they're really going to do this. Let's see what it says about the other Chariot. There is a long way to go, but the lion fell asleep. The knight feels puzzled and tries to deal with the situation, but it seems virtually impossible to wake the predator up. This is the moment of failure, even though the destination is almost in front of him. Yeah, you're afraid that this is like never going to come together, most likely. Sometimes people have to miss the goal even though they can't see it right in front of them. You're afraid this person won't see how beautiful this was between you guys. Yeah, this person's not here. No, good God. No, they're somewhere else. For most of you, for a lot of you. Yeah, this talks about somebody that this is the moment of failure even though the destination is almost in front of him. You're afraid this person cannot see here that it's time to wake up, basically. Yeah, and you could be afraid here that this is like kind of like beyond your control, or this person feels like it's beyond their control, like they can't get up and leave, or they can't, for some reason, they can't like consummate this and make this a real, well, that's having sex kind of, but like really make this real. He thinks he is ready. Yeah, the knight needs. Okay, okay. Let's see. Since there's the lion in front of the chariot is the king of the predators and has the power to run fast and lead the chariot. However, since there is no brake, the knight needs balance and coordination to lead the chariot to the desired direction. He thinks he is ready to undergo a drastic change and pushing the work with his acting power. This is like about the chariot, I feel like your person turned their car into a Fred Flintstone car, where, you have to run to really make it work here. Like, they're making their own life harder. That's really what this is about. God, they're annoying. It sounds like it's harder to me, too. The knight took off the wreath. It includes cases such as a person who used to work with their hands and feet, but they do not listen to their directions anymore, or a method they used for a long time was actually beyond their control. The knight took the wreath off and held it in one hand. He is reflecting deeply on what happened to him. He regrets that he has been running too far, only looking forward. Choosing the wrong partner is partly the reason of the situation. There we go. That was the whole damn thing. So I feel like you're afraid this person's not going to realize they chose the wrong person. I feel like for some of you guys that is true. And you're afraid that kind of, or fearing, or doubting that this person's going to like wake up. Yeah, and that that chariot card is kind of a trip, because it's almost like the chariot is like clowning himself a little bit, right? He can't even direct his hands and feet anymore. Let's get a card from this deck for Capricorn, please. We have They Know You're Special, and They'll Be Back. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have for your person down here, Capricorn. That was a long spread. I feel like it was. Let's see. Let's look at their energy. Show me the energy for Capricorn's person. Show me the energy for Capricorn's person. We have the Four of Swords. Here they are stuck in the Eight of Swords, and that is exactly how I would envision them, looking at these cards. Ten of Wands is what's on their mind. So this is majorly burdening to them, and it is. I feel like it is, but you're like, it's not as hard as you think, as you feel it is. That's the kind of energy I feel here. Yeah. Ace of Wands is in their challenge. See, they want this still, Capricorn. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. And the Moon. This is what they are. They could be hoping. This is usually dreams and intuition. Let's see here. And we have in this deck, we have the Strength card, and that's their fear. So, or their doubt. So maybe they're Leo, or they're afraid of their own shadow, Capricorn, right? Who wants somebody like that? Oh my God. So that used to be an expression back in the day, right? Yeah. And so, I don't know if they still use it, but the Strength card, Capricorn, they look like they're afraid they're not going to have their own courage. They're not going to maybe they're afraid you're not. That would make sense from a normally, somebody who is psychologically grounded or sane. Not really sane, but stable, or it's not even stable, maybe. It's just kind of maybe mature, right? So let's see what else we have. Let's see what we have for your person. And they have the Four of Swords. This is recuperation and convalescence. Convalescence, they're kind of resting, and maybe they were like healing. Maybe they were kind of sick over this kind of, right? But I feel like your person was probably in solitude a little bit. Yeah, they were. You want this person to wake up to the truth, this illumination card, the rune Degas. You want them to really see what they're missing out on. This is the kind of person here that like makes their own road harder. Yeah, this is the kind of person you're dealing with. Oh my goodness, right? OMG. So maybe they have done some healing in the past. And here they are, their current energy. They're having difficulties from freeing from their own self-restrictions. This card talks about somebody who needs to release themselves, the Eight of Swords. And they kind of have fear and they feel real stuck and a kind of oppression. Self-oppression, usually. Yeah, your person limits themselves. Here they have the burden here, what's on their mind. They know that these self-restrictions are burdening them. The challenge is the Ace of Wands. This is what they want. Let's see. They have the moon and just secrets and illusions. That's what it is. And so this is supposed to be showing up in their hopes and fears. I mean, in their desire or hope. Fluctuation and confusion in this deck. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, well, they're confused. This is sometimes where the doubts and the fear comes from with the moon. God, they might have got that card last time. Yeah, they might have. Let's see what we have for Capricorn's person. Let's look at the challenge for them. Ace of Wands. The grief card, caring. This is caring and grief. They might have kids. Somebody I feel like your person might be married to somebody and they're like, they could for some. But the challenge, your person could be grieving you because they have recuperation in the past. I feel like they're probably grieving this situation, or they have to grieve, or they have to kind of walk away and somebody else will grieve this. Yeah, so let's see what else we have. We have the Hierophant, and this is about beliefs systems. Like, your person could be married to somebody, though, and this can also be like they don't want to hurt somebody they're with because of their beliefs, right? It's like, well, I can't leave the mother of my kids or something like that. I can't. My dad never did. I can't. Something like that. So let's see what they want. They have the moon, and they have the split. So they go back and forth between splitting with somebody right here. See? If you guys can see the card, it's real, it's very telling, right? The couple is here clenching their fists at each other. And this is fluctuation. Your person goes back and forth on this. I feel like your person, like, one day they're okay, and the next day they're like, damn, I miss Capricorn. Yeah, the strength card is going to be their fear or their doubt. We have the deception card. This could be them since they go back and forth about splitting with somebody. I feel like they don't want to lie to somebody here. Or this could just be their own self-deception. It really could, because they have some type of self-deception here. Because there's a maturity issue here. There's a courage issue. Let's get one more card on their fear, their doubt. Let's see what it is. And the Nemazine. So this can talk about somebody from the past. This could be about you, Capricorn, and this is your person from the past, right? Maybe they're afraid here that they have like deceived you in some way, or maybe were misleading with you, and now they kind of feel like, I don't know if Capricorn will want me back. Let's get one more card in their fear, their doubt, because this is kind of interesting here. Let's see what we have as we... Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person's afraid you might not take their, either you won't take their offer because of something maybe from the past. Or they're afraid here about deceiving somebody else. Somebody who knows about you maybe. Your person could be afraid to leave somebody because they don't want that person to know the real reason. I mean, who would? I wouldn't. Right? And I'm not scammy. But, I mean, who wants to break somebody's heart here, right? And this caring card in the challenge, this can be, she's a mother and she's caring for the baby, but this could be about somebody, they don't necessarily have to have a baby, but it can be about, somebody they're with that's really going to grieve. So let's start the Gypsy spread. We have the Sighs card, S-I-G-H-S, and this is in the heart of the matter. This is somebody who who is worried about becoming divorced, and it's sadness. She's reading a love letter, and she threw the rose on the ground rather. And in the past, we have the sorrow card. Somebody already, your person here, I believe, is probably married to somebody for some, or they're in a union, and their person has already grieved like you, or was, in sorrow over this, because it looks like somebody knows about you, Capricorn. Does look like that, kind of. The foe, yeah, this is third-party energy coming into play. Okay, they got you, in front of the bank here, Capricorn. You look like you're going to go rob the bank. Remember the banks in the olden days? Now they're just going to have a kiosk over there. They won't have anybody there. Hell no. They don't want to pay anybody. And they want less and less customer service as we go. They want robots to take all these jobs. We have the soldier. That is the obstacle for your person. This is their spread. Wow, somebody's worried about them. Look, the sorrow. Maybe you could have grieved them too, Capricorn. You could have. And the room card is going to be in the outcome. This is a really good card in the outcome. It is. But we're going to go ahead and clarify this. And we're going to do their tarot spread, how they feel, the environment they're in, what they want to say to you, how they're seeing this whole situation, and of course, how they feel. Did I say that one? That kind of goes without saying. Yeah, and we're going to look at their near future. And once more, I want to see their current energy. But yeah, we're going to finish this. They're all super affordable. The link is always below the video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here, Capricorn. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.